Hi, water signs. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. This reading taps into experiences and issues you may be having in love and life, and what steps can be taken to create change for better. The reading is a element reading. I had to pause a minute to think about it, but it's what for you. It's water, so it's gonna be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And also I'm gonna use a theme. There's a theme for this reading, and it's a High Priestess today, and this card talks about being still, being quiet, but also spirit. It's just very spiritual card. It's a card of messaging, inner wisdom, inner knowing. Intuition is a big word that we associate with the High Priestess. And I also want to give you a quick notice that I use the deck today. It may have some nudity in there, adult imagery, so please, if you are 18 plus, do click off. Alright, so let's get started with pulling your animal energy message to see where you're at now. Alright, water signs, we have the porcupine and anemone card. Alright, and it says boundaries. Alright, so let's just hear a little bit more about that. The porcupine, with its impressive quills, is a well-known symbol of self-defense. According to a legend common among Anishinaabe tribes, I don't know if I said that right, the porcupine got its quills by placing the branches of a hawthorn tree on its back, defending itself against the bear. Nana Bojo, the trickster spirit in Ojibwe myth, saw the porcupine's cleverness and fashioned it a coat of quills to wear from then on. Just as the porcupine curls into a ball to defend itself from predators, the anemone flower turns inward during rainstorms, protecting its delicate petals from damage. Okay, so that thing that is said about protecting its delicate petals from damage, that's going to be key, I feel here. You cannot help others unless you first help yourself. Maintain healthy boundaries around your time and energy, giving generously only once you are sufficiently fed. Alright, that's such a message for water signs, because I have water in my own chart, and it's like I do know that you tend to want to give to everybody because you are emotionally tapped in, you understand what people need, you're sensitive, you can pick up feelings, so you want to give, you want to help, but that can leave you burnt out because there are some people that don't know the limits of when to stop taking. Actually, a lot of people, right? You'll find that. I think it's a common experience if you're a water sign. Particularly, I'm going to say Cancer and Pisces. I feel like Scorpio is better at maintaining boundaries. But let's see more about your situation here. Alright, water signs, so the message here for you comes from the Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands. Yeah, it is, you have the Seven of Wands in your hidden energy. Gosh, that is so accurate. The Star. Ooh, okay. I'm going to show you this card, the devil. No, don't be alarmed at that, right? The devil is things that we are codependent on, we're attached to. Some of us are attached to this idea of giving as a way of filling our own cup. You have to give to yourself before you can give out to others. And I think that's what you're learning here with the star energy. You can see like there's a healing process that's happening. This is somebody, look at that. This is somebody that is defensive or has learned how to put up boundaries and barriers. Because look at all these people that want some of this person's time, want some of this person's energy. And this person has had to say, no, not right now. I am doing what I need to do to replenish myself. Or that is going to create an unhealthy situation for me. I think it's as clear as day what is happening here for you. Some of you have people, some of you is work, there's people at work, there's people in your home life that just draw your energy and they don't want to give to you, they don't give back. Even for some of you, we're going to look at the love situation a little bit later, but for some of you it's like Capricorn is here. With Capricorn is here twice actually. Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius. So water sign, and Scorpio is here. As I mentioned Scorpio earlier. This is the Six of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. This is for me, this is two things. Some of you in your home space, in your physical home environment, or that kind of community, or people you know from a long time ago, like people like family, that they just leave you out of balance. I just feel that, like, they just leave you. The word I'm looking for is dysregulated, because here you are giving because you are loyal, and it's like you also don't have, your footing is not steady, your footing is not sure on your own, but there's people that will see you in that position and it won't really matter. They don't care, because as long as you're getting something, it's fine. And so the lesson in this is like, you really can't expect people to keep those boundaries for you. You have to do that job for yourself. Nine of Wands. A lot of you, this is leaving you quite exhausted, because you're just giving, you're inputting, and you're not getting. So for some of you, it's friends as well. I just saw something here about like some people, there are people that you can feel like they're helpless. You can feel like almost like you just want to protect them. You want to, like, look at this little boy and this little girl. I feel like there's a kind of rescuer mode. He's giving to somebody that he sees as more vulnerable, like smaller. And that could be the energy that some of you have, which is, okay, I can support other people. And this can be any way, it can be monetarily, it can be with your energy. Wands talk about energy. It can be with the way you show up for them, like the support that you're giving in financial or behavioral ways. Six of Cups. This is also giving in terms of your emotion. And I just think you reached a point, is what I'm seeing here, that you're like, no, I cannot do this anymore. It's like, I have to stop this. And you're having to develop what we call healthy boundaries. Some people will not call it healthy boundaries. They'll just call it disrespect or selfishness. But that's okay. That's totally okay. Let's look at how you can make change for better now. 4 cards came out for you. There's a lot that is being advised here. Alright, so this card, the 8 of Swords, is normally, I don't see that as normally a positive thing, but I also feel like right now for your situation, this is actually positive, because it feels like you're having to restrict yourself. This is like about limiting beliefs, but I feel like right now you're being called to kind of almost like restrict yourself, tie yourself back, because you naturally want to give all your energy and resources out to people. But it feels like, okay, now you have to learn a new way, and this new way is going to change a lot for you. It's going to bring in the change. Actually, it's going to be the change. I think there's a lot in your background for the people that are here. This is Scorpio again. Yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but Scorpio shows up a lot, so it could be that. But there's a lot of kind of hurt, regrets. I wish I didn't give my energy out to all these things and just all these people who it felt like it was squandered. But I think what you have to see here is that you are the sign of water. You're the signs of water. You have a well. Of course you have to replenish yourself, but you have that connectivity. So it's not that you will be completely dry, but now if you hold back a little bit for yourself, which you always have that here, then the possibility now is that you can start to see the benefits and the changes in your life. The Hermit is here in your hidden energy, which is maybe you need to pull back a little bit. Maybe you need a little bit of time to reflect. Maybe you need some you time, is how I would see this. And so the intuitive call here is maybe you're having to recognize, listen to your anxieties here. 9 of Swords. This is listening to the fears that you have, the anxieties you have about, I'm seeing a group of people here. This could be to do with work or how you participate in some situation that involves people, other people. I'm not picking up that this is just one person. Maybe there's one person for some of you, but I feel like there's more. Yeah. And okay, if this is a love situation where you think that there's somebody that is just taking all your energy and resources and time and not really inputting for you, let's see what a message that they could be saying right now, or flip it if you feel like this is you as well. Well, I feel like this is you. Actually, I feel like this is your voice. It says detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. I feel like you're at that point where you're like, hold on, I'm realizing something here, and I don't like how this is going for me. This could be the other person who feels like because you pull back that you're detaching, or they feel like, there's another thing that came up. Sometimes with water signs, you are very giving, and I sometimes relate that to being more, if we talk about attachment styles, I think that can be more like anxious in connection, and you want everybody to feel good. But it's almost like sometimes it's a validation mechanism that you developed maybe early on from your family or whatever, where you were rewarded for being very empathic. And so it's like sometimes people don't actually want the giving or the thing that you give as much as we want to give it. So that's just like a little thing that I would add here. So maybe that this person detached because they felt like maybe it's just a bit too much, because that's how we know how to show up in relation to other people. values, we have too many differences. So this could be you, the other person. I just think it's a difference in how you relate to the world. The signs that we have Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius. So water signs, if you feel like this reading was yours, you have something to comment, please put it below, and do like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. I'll see you again hopefully on these messages.